Hey Aquarius, today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aquarius. And as always, you general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, to get into this read, so this is healing. This is an energy of healing. This is an energy of walking away. This is an energy of acceptance. This is an energy of learning, forgiving. So much is happening. I really am feeling finally some alleviation from all this crazy energy we had. But I feel conclusions coming within reach here for a lot of the signs, and making decisions, call to action also. Yeah, I see, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. A lot of decisions, I feel, a lot of call to action, and finally settling and surrendering and like kind of deciding within your own spirit what's the next move. All right, give me one more. Okay, so yeah, so here we have new love. So a lot of you are opening yourself up for new ventures, realizing codependent energies. This could be your person too, guys. Take what resonates, okay? I'm just going to read the energies because I really feel for you. But a lot of forgiving, learning around this, a lot of forgiving yourself, a lot of acceptance, a lot of looking at things from a new perspective in terms of who your next new partner is. This is why there's a lot of decisions here, because a lot of learning, past life relationship. Of course, this was someone from the past. And then, of course, pay attention to the red flags. A lot of you are receiving signs and synchronicities, I feel. A lot of you, it was the retrogrades. You know how they always say past relationships come back, exes come back or whatever. But the truth is, it doesn't only have to be, the return doesn't have to look physically. It could be emotionally, it could be in your dreams, it could be in many forms. And so there's a lot of things that get revisited to clear out our soul for new. And in this case, for a lot of you, new love. Yeah, Empress and Solitude. So this is healing. A lot of you really are having to work with the rhythm of creation, I'm hearing. Also rituals in this process now, because the energies feel a little lighter, and you know, now you're seeing things, maybe even seeing some shadows of yourselves. More for Aquarius spirit. So yeah, healing, working on abandonment issues, codependent issues. This is the Five of Pentacles, but financial material changes in this deck. I feel this has affected in other areas of your life as well. So I feel a lot of you are making very big decisions in your physical life. Here we have the Strength card, of course, and trapped in fear. So a lot, 8-8 here, a lot of change, manifestation that happens with this energy to overcome a lot of fear-based mentality, a lot of resistance to change. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus. Here we have the Hierophant. We know that's a spiritual journey, right? This is a lot that's coming up. And then emotional loss, dealing with the loss. And then the Six of Wands with victory and success. This is, again, harmony and finding that middle ground again. I feel the energies are finally kind of, you know, like a breather is what it feels like. All right, so what just came out? So Knight of Wands, this to me is that call to action. This is kind of find this like an inspiration, find a reason, you know, to wake up, to pursue, to make a decision. There's a fire in your belly that needs to kind of stir up here. So let's see the Strength energy here. Why the power? Ace of Swords, integrity, truth. This is where we finally see the truth, and also the power, the strength that's needed to kind of conquer this truth, you know, to start over. A lot of you are just finding a way to start over again after a betrayal, because Ace of Swords is right. You know, it's the start over from a Ten of Swords. Give me more of this trapped in fear. Yeah, we've got Five of Cups again with the King of Cups. So the emotions, have you been trying emotionally kind of stuck? A lot of you have been feeling very stuck. These are signs to also pay attention to here, Aquarius. You guys could have been dealing with a water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces or a Leo as well. We just mentioned earlier, giving more on this Taurus energy, wisdom, or the Hierophant. So finding your way, more stability. Eight of Swords, more Eight of Swords energy, which we just have emotion. So finding stability. This has been a trying time for some of you. And this is, again, finding your way. You know, these are the signs that are coming in. This is where the decision needs to come in too with this Eight of Swords, you know, finding your way emotionally. Give me more on this Five of Cups. A lot of repeat cards here. Lots of repeat cards. Seven of Swords. How are we deceiving our own mind? Also, again, the red flags. Looking at it with truth of what happened. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Some of you were in a third-party situation and they weren't really honest. Some of you, this was actually a karmic partner where it just wasn't going to work out. And here again, about decisions, Two of Pentacles. And then there goes the Hierophant. Again, stability. So this is reaching deep. A lot of you have to reach very deep in terms of your perspective and your perception about what happened. So Six of Wands, I want to say good. We do have High Priestess in the bottom. Very spiritual journey. You're more on the Six of Wands. There we go. Determined for perseverance and to start over. And there goes that fire in your belly. Three of Swords, Ace of Wands. To heal. Finding new. Give me more on the Six of Wands. You know, finding gratitude in these events. Yep, the Devil. Being cautious of the past. Knowing how trying it was, but yet healing from it. Like we said, a lot of you had some codependent energies that require forgiving. That would be this same energy. Codependent with the Devil and the forgiving and learning with the Three of Swords, where we have to kind of release ourselves from it. That's what Six of Wands is a release, victory and success. Release ourselves from these burdens and pains and allow new love in. Allow new in order to allow new in, right? Allow the newness, Ace of Wands. And that's only going to be if we take the call to action, the Chariot, charge. We go for it. We take our chariot and we snap that rope and tell them, let's go, let's move forward. So definitely accomplishing a lot of this. And this is a good sign. So still a healing process for a lot of you, I feel. Give me more, but I just feel an alleviation also. An alleviation. And that's only if you perceive it to be that way. Because we can get stuck again, right? And then kind of have to process the emotions all over again. And it just doesn't mean it's not effective. It's kind of not productive, right? So it's always about finding a way to productively move through our obstacles and challenges in life and setbacks, right? Whether emotionally, physically, financially, you know, there are setbacks. So let's see what the blockages are here. Avoid to love again. Afraid, look at that. Well, avoid, yes, for some of you, but afraid to love again. So a lot of you have to open yourselves up, right? Because a lot of this is resisting the new, and that's where we're back at. So decide, you know, letting go and allowing yourself to open yourself to new again. It's really the journey that I'm seeing here for a lot of you. So let's see what the guidance is for you. Be present in the moment. Past has passed. It sure has, Aquarius, and the future is still unknown. And that's where the comfort needs to come in, right? There's no need to worry. The only time that does matter is the present. Be mindful. And so work on a lot of self-love and really finding ground and finding things that make you happy, Aquarius, in this time, for those of you in the process. You know, a lot of you, again, seeing synchronizations, right? So pay attention to that. Pay attention to what the triggers are. Pay attention to how you feel. You know, the moving through emotions. It's a process of grief always. I think grief is always a process and a journey. Let me see another guidance for you, Aquarius. Wow. Spirit. Okay, there we go. We're going to take this guy. Oh, Gemini just got this too. I bathe in the moonlight and she whispers that everything will be okay. At this very moment, I'm right where I need to be. So again, is understanding where you are in the present moment. Don't let the past, you know, the past has passed and the future is still unknown. It's that anxiety stage sometimes where we're also giving ourselves a hard time about our process, again, our process of grief, about our movement. But this is where the trapped in fear gets, so you can get stuck. And this is where the constant working through is what I'm seeing. So know where you're right where you need to be, and you're aligning yourself to something new if you want to go in that direction, of course. The soul always has a choice. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. I love you. Please like, share, subscribe.